we are looking at the Jamie Lynn Lost, which feels a lot like a cambered 420 from Yes. It's got that short fatty. It's a 149. It's super fat. It's super short. And I rode this board right first chair this morning for me. Look how stiff it is. It's just super stiff. Look at this camber profile. There's so much camber. Just camber almost from tip to tail.
Yeah.
Just maybe a touch of early ride, but you know,
Barely.
really hard to
This
tell.
is made for a strong rider.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Jamie
this is-
Lynn, very often in professional circles, is considered, one of the greatest big mountain riders out there.
And this represents
And this
him.
represents him.
And this is just so. This is such an old school camber approach on the Yes 420. It just like the Yes 420 is this flat to rocker disc that just floats over everything. And I like the 420. I like the optimistic a little better because of the camber. But I mean, it could go either way, especially if you just want a pure powder surfer. But this is the old school camber approach to that. I felt work off my back leg,
A lot.
Yeah.
even in this, just like even in a foot of snow, and some little wind loading areas, some little slashes and hits. It was fun, but it felt like a camber board,
Yeah.
and it was not the super fast turner. Like it doesn't do this fast, but you can get around stuff. You can I don't know how to describe it. You can kind of like negotiate trees
You can
easy.
slash and skid out your turn through stuff. Like you're
Yeah.
slashing some lips of some
Actively,
waves.
I thought
Look at how much
pretty
space
active.
there is between the bindings, And pairing it up with a cartel, it's like, again, it's like, God, I'd want something like a Union T Rice on this. You know what I mean? Or like a really stiff, responsive, not stiff, but a really responsive binding with this board to manage it better. But
I couldn't relax
I
and
want-
let it turn. I had to be on my game,
yeah, but it
especially
really
following these
popped
guys
off
with
the
the camera.
tail.
Yeah,
It just launched,
Yeah.
and slashed pretty well, but you felt like you were on a super wide fish.
Yeah. It
You
bucked
know?
around a lot too.
It bucked me a lot
It
too.
bucked a lot, man.
Yeah,
Like I really felt like every little uneven terrain on that. Every piece, because there are a lot of sections where there's some like ice underneath, the 6 inches of snow, some dust on crust. And I just really felt that absorb back into my body.
Yeah, the
from this.
volume didn't translate to this shortened size.
Yeah.
It feels like you're dealing with, lower, like you're dealing with a short board, even though it's got the volume of a much, much, much bigger board.
it's got the volume.
But when you were going through uneven snow, I mean, you really want to be surfing in clean powder all day with this.
If you do,
Yeah.
if that's what you want.
But that's a Lost. It's very specific for a particular type of strong camber loving rider.
Yeah.
It's really
Like if you were to email us and be like, "Hey man, I like the
Hey,
420, but it's a soft
420.
cock.
It's
I
a
want
soft-
more camber.
more
I want it
camber,
to be
and I want it to be
stiffer.
stiffer,
I want it to be harder, and I want it to feel it
feel
in
it
my
in my
ass when I
when
hit
I
a
hit a
bump." Then we'd be like, "Hey, we got the board for you." Oh, by the way, I ride with Jamie Lynn like all the time, and I keep up with him, and sometimes I beat him. And I need a board that will represent that in my 2 feet of powder.
ladies and gentlemen, repeater done by Jimbo.
Then there you go.